Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday. It feels kind of weird to be on the same screen doing a live stream in person.
Yeah, we can actually look at each other in person. It's wild.
Yeah.
Should be good when we got the nice logo in the background too.
Yeah, we do. Two Dogs logo. Usually have that backdrop with all of our sponsors, but before we get into it, shout out to all of them. Sales-CRM. Josh Lyles built it out, freight brokerage background, so it comes in, plug and play. We love it. We onboarded with them a few months ago. All my people love it. They're going to be coming in at some point. I'm sure that they can talk about it as well. Trio Inc., they do all of our graphics, back-end stuff. Those guys actually coined Matt. He's got a new nickname from his time in Birmingham. We're now referring to him as Matt Dog. So that's new. Shout out to them. Do you want to hit on multi-fuel and HD?
Yeah, multi-service fuel card. I just posted a picture with them. Got to meet them over at the Broker Carrier Summit. Been around since 1978, before Will and I were alive, long before Will and I were alive. So talk about longevity. Patricia and Jessica are just as nice people online as they are in person. Great rates. If you're a brokerage too, looking to have a fuel card, that can also help with that as well. By the way, Josh is a great golfer. We got the chance to golf with Josh.
Yeah, he's got a buttery swing. He spent some time in the woods, but
spent time in the woods,
battled.
But still battled it out. Great golfer. Shout out to HD Ships. If you're looking to be an agent, I'd love to chat with you. Our banner sponsor got to hang out with Taft's a few different times at the Broker Carrier Summit. Ryan and Rob were there. We had a really good time. Great factoring company, great people.
Yeah, then we've got HD Ships and Black Box Logistics. We're actually streaming live from Black Box today. We're in my office. Matt's in the Magic City. Well, yeah, man. What should we talk about?
I don't know what we're gonna get into, man. It's been a wild week. I mean, I'm gonna talk about a couple things. I mean, you got McLeod training going on, using a new TMS. We both had some in-person connections. You had your party last Thursday, had about 100 people come down to Birmingham. I was at the Broker Carrier Summit, and then here. I mean, it's cool connecting, in person.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's nice. We spend a lot of time online talking to these people, and that's great, but nothing beats that face-to-face interaction. So it's been a really cool week for both of us. You going to the summit, and then we get to have some people in town to celebrate Black Box.
Yeah, no, 100%. You guys had what, about 100 people at that party, right?
Yeah, give or take about 100.
You had some big names came out to support Will too. I mean, there was a lot of people here from all over the country. What, probably people from 5-6 different states? Yeah,
a good bit, man. We've been very blessed and lucky to be able to partner with some great people that have helped us along the way. So for us, the grand opening was more so celebrating that, right? We didn't. It's not about me, William, or Logan, the founders. It's all of our people, our employees, anybody that's helped us along the way, because we wouldn't be where we are today without their support.
Yeah, you guys got a really nice office. You guys can kind of see the hallway behind us, but maybe we should have done a tour of the office, walk the laptop around.
I mean, we can probably do that at the end at some point.
But they got a big space here. Food's really good in Birmingham too. So
yeah, that's why they call it the Magic City.
You can actually see we were on the rooftop on Friday night. We posted some pictures online. You can see the Black Box office 20 stories up from this rooftop restaurant bar. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, we're in the heart of downtown. Previously, we were kind of in the suburbs in Crestwood, so it's a different feel.
Oops, what happened?
We're good.
All right.
Pop up. It's different, but yeah, we should be having some guests walking in here shortly. You guys will be able to meet the founder of the yacht movement, Diesel P. He's quite a character.
They were talking about the YOP thing at lunch yesterday. I went out with a couple of Will's sales reps for lunch, and he was talking about a YOP. And I was like, what's a YOP again? I still don't probably understand.
What's a YOP? Speak of the devil. Diesel P.
This
is the founder of the yacht movement.
That's true. I developed it, under the tutelage of Will Hopkins and Logan Dyer and William Graves. YOP is, say you book a good load or something like that. I came in, everybody called them rippers. Like, I got a rip in the works. This is a ripper. If this goes through, it'll be a good rip. And I caught one myself. And the words that just kind of fell out of my mouth, I was like, this is a YOP. This right here is a YOP. And everybody thought there was something wrong with me for a second, and then they realized
Still do, but we love
definitely
you.
there's something wrong. Yeah, and I think everybody just decided that it was the way to go. This is the route we were going to take, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, so my introduction to the yacht movement, Diesel started working with us not very long, didn't know him super well. But one day I come into my office, I'm like, hey, Diesel, like, what are you working on? And he says, some yachts. I said, what are you talking about? So I've got some yappers in the works. And again, he'd only been here about 2 weeks, and then coming to my office an hour or so later, and he in fact did have some yachts. He had a record week for his second week, and it was pretty electric.
How'd you get the nickname Diesel, by the way?
I was living in Nashville, and a friend of mine was talking to another friend of mine, and like they were describing me to somebody, and they're like, "He's just straight Diesel," and it stuck.
He's straight Diesel.
He's just straight Diesel.
He is indeed. But so for Diesel on the original video, as you kind of stated, the yap's not just a rip. It's not just a big
Absolutely
margin.
not.
The way that you phrased it, a yap is synonymous with a win.
Yeah, a yap is a win. A yap is like a serious win. Like, yeah. It's almost a feeling. It's almost a feeling. It's an emotion. Yap is an emotion. It is something that you almost can't describe. The only word we have for it is a yap. Seriously, it's electric. It truly is.
So how many yaps you got this week?
I'm 3 deep into the week. I'm working on another one. I'm waiting on a phone call. But they call me Patty Shovels, because I'm a dig a yap out.
That's what's up.
Hey, it was impressive. I was out to lunch with Diesel and a couple other guys yesterday, and Diesel had a customer call. He had to get out of lunch ASAP and rush back to the office. That's some dedication to customer service over there.
Yeah,
Diesel.
I bounced. I made it out of there as fast as I could. Yeah, that was a good time. Well, I got to get back to it.
Get it done. Diesel's always good for some one-liners.
Yeah.
Anytime we see him, lock in, let's win, yaps. He's quite a character. We love having him.
Yeah, that'll be some good clips.
Yeah.
I still didn't know what a yap was. You guys kept talking about the yaps on LinkedIn or in our group message. Like, what are you guys talking about? So I just learned something new myself.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a rip too, but
Well, it is, but it's not exclusive to a rip. So a yap can be a big margin, but a yap can also just be if you do something good, it's synonymous with the win, right? So if and when, I don't know, you got your way to be nice and help somebody, that's a yap. So it's not just a rip, but
yeah,
it can also be a rip.
What are some other good catchphrases I'm trying to think of in logistics that are?
I don't know. I mean, we don't have too many others besides that come to mind. What are your thoughts on the way that we're set up as a brokerage to what you've experienced at HD, at your previous company, and just from being around the industry?
Oh, they got a really cool setup here. Kind of the way to obviously the agent model is heavy cradle to grave. You see a lot of the big W-2 companies have the split model. And we've talked about this on the show before with different guests, but I think there's advantages to both. And you guys, it's pretty cool here. They have people start off as cradle to grave, and then they transition, as they grow bigger to being, a split model rep, have a dispatcher, have a carrier sales underneath them. So they kind of hit both worlds, the SMB business and hit the, enterprise business. So I think it's pretty unique approach. And we kind of have that similarly at HD, where we have a W-2 side of the business that has carrier sales, customer sales. An agent is cradle to grave, although people can, hire their own operations team, or we can get them operations teams for a lower split. Nothing's black and white in this industry, so I think it's cool to see different options.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, there's many ways to cut a cake, right? But for our experience, right, when we left the company that we were at, I was cradle to grave, and that's how we started and scaled. But at a certain point, we kind of looked at the quality of life. If you want to be like a high performer, you need some help, and people burn out or they'll leave to go be an agent. So what we try to do is, if and when somebody gets to a certain point, give them that support, dispatcher, carrier sales, track and trace, weekends, so they're able to have a life, a family, and do things other than just be taking calls all the time, trying to book in a lot of freight. So we're proud of our model, we're proud of our people, and we're excited to see what's to come.
It was fun. I got to meet one of the other. We got someone coming in.
So this is close door, so I can hear us. So Alexander's a part of my ops team. He's kind of runs the carrier sales for my team, which is Team 2. We call them SEAL Team 2. And Alexander's nickname is Chef, because he cooks it up.
I'm a man of many nicknames. I should have just brought my name tag on, man. Could have been wearing it.
Yeah. Well, Well, Chef, why don't you give us the rundown on your experience with Black Box? If you enjoy working here, hopefully you do, or a little bit about the culture, whatever you want to talk about.
Or give
Just
the
lay
viewers
it out
something
here.
they don't know about Will, too. You know?
Yeah, or you could say something about me, whatever you want to do.
So I came from the food service industry. So most of that time being a barista, funny enough. But the job before this was actually in a kitchen for a nonprofit, just doing inventory. So everything that's numbers based that we do here. And then also just the craziness of running a kitchen, making sure meals are being prepped on time, getting put out on time. So as crazy as logistic gets, it transitioned well to this job. But of course, I was on the receiving end of trucks and inventory and things like that. So it was a nice segue to know, like, or at least to be on the other side of the logistics side of that. So coming in, didn't really know much, but Will was great enough to be able to teach me everything that I know. It just kind of,
Well, that's too kind. Other people have taught you as well.
Yeah.
But we love you, Chef.
of course, but of course he was there with a lot of my, I would say, dumb questions a lot of the time, but just repetitive questions, just very patient with me, willing to teach me. And of course, when days did get crazy, I would have to get back into the mindset of the kitchen of, just keeping my head down, keep on working. And yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. And I've been here for a little over 2 years. I started in August of 22. So I recently hit 2 years here, but I've been working on his team for about a year and some change.
Yeah.
April of 23 was when I joined Team 2. So
yeah, we call him Chef for a number of reasons, man. That's my favorite thing about logistics and this company is watching people like Alexander come in and just screen and then turn into just an absolute savage. He's great at what he does. We call him Chef for a reason. So like watching the growth in our people, it's very gratifying. Just Chef, we appreciate you.
yeah,
Thanks for jumping in the live stream, talking a little bit about us and yourself.
What was the biggest surprise getting into logistics from the other side, from the food side?
I would say the biggest surprise would just be how much details matter, because of course, like, if like you find out on the backhand, like, oh, knowing if you need appointments is kind of important, and the difference between when a business closes versus when they stop receiving is a big difference. I had to learn that the hard way. And a little slogan that I put was, every mistake is a learning moment. And so every opportunity isn't wasted unless you're not learning from it. So
What's the biggest mistake or craziest story you have from your time as a broker? Any crazy ones?
very early on was, like I said, figuring out the difference between receiving and when they close.
Well, we did have, when you were on my team, we had this one receiver. We had a shipment going to a location. The location was closed. Nobody was out there, couldn't find anybody. And then the operations team went and found an employee on Facebook.
That one.
And they messaged the employer, just like, hey, like, what's going on? Because we couldn't get a hold of anybody, couldn't figure it out. And it turns out the owner of the company was recently divorced, and they're in the middle of a divorce, something. And his ex-wife or current wife had turned him in for drugs and arms trafficking. So he was, I don't know, I guess they bailed him out, and we ended up getting offloaded, but it was just a crazy 48 hours breaking that news to our customer, who's actually an enterprise shipper. It's a large portion of our book, calling them and saying, hey, need some help. I think that this guy was booked on trafficking charges. So that was pretty interesting.
What was their reaction? Did they think you were kidding at first, or?
No, they're very professional about it, and they just said that they were going to look into it, and then we ended up getting offloaded. So we actually didn't talk about it with them too terribly much.
Do you ever go back to that receiver?
We actually did, like, about a month ago.
Yeah. So,
Same owner? He's still out?
I don't know.
No, I think we had a different contact for receiving.
I think his ex-wife took the company and likely lots of his stuff. So
it was just funny having to relay that information to the driver. And they're just like, oh, okay. Because they couldn't, there was really nothing to do about it. So they're just like, all right, we'll just, I think they were from the area. And so it was, they could just like drive 10 miles down the road.
I'm sure this wasn't in Minnesota, right? Nothing like
No,
that ever happened
it was in
Minnesota.
North
Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. But yeah, he was able to drop his trailer and deliver a couple days later. So it worked out, all things considered, for what it was.
Yeah, good ending.
Mhm.
Good. Well, we don't know how the ending went for the owner, I guess.
No, but it worked out for us and our drivers, so
Yeah.
and our customers. So
I guess the husband may have a collect call coming his way soon. I'm not sure.
yeah,
I'd like to know what happened to him, but who knows? They got shipped. So that's what I
they got
got.
shipped and they got received clean bills. So it's a win. It's a yacht.
I got a
Oh,
phone
good.
call coming in.
Good
All
to
right,
meet you.
Chef. We appreciate
Thank you.
What else you got coming in?
I don't know. Let me
Got Foster in here.
text Ashley.
I still like this logo behind us. It's pretty cool to be on the TV screen.
Yeah, it's strange. Usually we have the backdrop with the logos. I guess since it's a solo screen or the whole part.
We were talking this weekend. We were thinking about adding a dating segment on our podcast for 5 to 10 minutes.
We weren't. We were not thinking about it. Matt wants to do it.
What's yapping?
Ask her.
What's
Ashley,
yapping?
dispatcher. Matt, do you think that I give bad advice or good advice?
You're asking me or Matt?
I'm asking you. Matt thinks I give bad advice.
No. Does he give good dating advice? is the
Dating
question.
advice?
Not.
Well,
Hold on.
Not-
Let's
not-
answer this. Hunter Woodfin, two dogs pod at BCS next year. Hopefully, I kept telling Matt to go live and do a show without me, but didn't happen. So we'll have to see when it is and if we're both available. But we'd like to start going to some conferences and doing some stuff up there.
They
You'll
can
see
send
him.
me on the way.
Let's circle back though.
You'll see him at
My-
F3. He'll be at F3, Hunter. You'll
I
see
will be
him
at
all there.
F3. My advice, good or bad advice
For dating, for life, for
For dating,
work,
for
for
dating.
dating.
for dating. Well, no. Let's go both. Do just in general.
Well,
Okay.
in
From
general,
a
you have good advice.
from a macro level, do I give good advice, and then we can talk about the dating.
I
advice.
think in general, yes, you give good advice. Dating, it's kind of hard for me to say because I'm not a guy, so I wouldn't really ask you for dating advice.
It's not a glowing
You
endorsement
just let
right
me
now.
down easy.
It's not a glowing endorsement
I-
here.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Though?
This is disappointing. I invite you in here on the live stream with the two dogs, my dispatcher on my team.
Now, if I was like, yeah, no. I don't think I would just be like, because Hop's going to tell me to send it. Do it.
I am gonna say to send
Do
it.
it.
Yeah. And then if it's less than ideal, it'll buff.
It'll buff.
It'll buff.
It always does,
It always does. Until it doesn't.
which is where maybe not the best dating advice.
Yeah, that's valid. But no, Matt
General, perfect.
really wants to do a segment on the show with dating advice. I'm not really a fan of it because Matt's been slandering me on the internet on a professional networking business, like social media, essentially. And I just log in every day and I've got notifications of Matt tagging me in random threads, slandering my dating advice. When all I said was stay away from strays. You heard me say that.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
That's good advice.
That's good advice.
We've improved.
Yeah.
We have
Right,
improved.
You haven't improved.
I mean, you know,
I've come a long way.
you've come a long way. I'm proud of you.
How long you been with Black Box?
I actually just hit a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations. What were you doing before?
I was working at a golf course. I was doing accounts receivable at a golf course.
Oh goodness, here we go. Matt's
we,
obsessed with golf.
yeah, we golfed all weekend. We were at Highland yesterday, or not yesterday,
Timberline
on Sunday,
Saturday.
and then Timberline Saturday.
Saturday.
That was a good time. Logan, though, your other total owner, he
Oh.
likes golf even more than me. He's
Wow.
out there 4 or 5 times a week,
Wow.
he said.
Yeah, he's obsessed.
When I started working at the golf course, I was billing for different stuff, and the first thing I had to bill was this handicap something another, and there's a member, and his dad is also a member, and I was like, why are we billing his son for a handicap parking spot? Why would we not bill his dad? Had no idea what a handicap was.
You
Thought
were-
I was billing for parking spots.
what do you mean you're billing? Oh, to keep the handicap?
Yeah.
Oh.
mhm. Through
That makes
their
sense.
through the Alabama system or
pretty
whatever
funny.
it is. I had no clue.
You play golf now, then, at least?
Do I play that? Oh, Lord have mercy. I like to try.
Ashley's an athlete though. She played college softball.
I did.
Ashley, how do you like working at Black Box?
I love working at Black Box.
Are you just saying that because
No, I'm not.
you're on
I'm
my
not.
podcast?
I'm not. I was actually telling my fiance this the other night. Like, it's the owners and the management that makes it enjoyable, and the employee appreciation.
That's
It's
crazy
just-
because they yell at me every day.
They yell at
They're
us
so
every day.
mean to me.
Every day.
I come into the office to try to be an array of sunshine and positivity, and I just get yelled at by my ops team.
It's
All right, but
really-
our overseas employees are they're so friendly to me. They message me, "Good morning, young king." They tell me
Someone tell you
love
they
me.
loved you, yeah.
I told Arena
Pop
that
is the
I loved her and
greatest
she
boss of all
responded.
time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but in house, no, not at all. I just get slandered. All
We
my
don't mean
friends,
it.
Matt, run a podcast with them, slanders me
It's-
online.
we don't
My
mean it.
operations team slanders me.
Did you tell him at the time? Just a couple months ago, I called Will's night dispatcher. We were talking in our group chat at like 7:00, and
Yeah, poor Arena. Yeah, she was sending me messages saying that somebody was calling asking about a potato load or something crazy.
Oh
I
my
just told her
God.
to hang up.
Did you know he was doing this?
yeah, he
Yeah,
had to play dumb. Then she was messaging him asking about the rate and everything.
Well, I
and Will
knew.
was like,
I knew afterwards.
Oh, it would have been even better if he had no idea what was going on.
well, he
I
didn't
put it
at first.
together.
I don't
put
think
it
he did at
together really
first.
quickly because
Uh,
Matt like said something about it, and I kind of like know Matt at this point. It's like he's gonna do something weird,
That's so
Um,
funny.
and then Arena messaged me, and it's like, yeah, he's doing that. So
That's pretty good.
yeah,
That was when she was new too, so she had like no
Oh,
idea. She
God.
thought I was like a real, real trucking company trying to put potato load
A
at UP.
potato.
Arena's great though. But yeah, Ashley is one of the dispatchers here at Black Box. She's great. She keeps the team in line.
I have to be the mother of the team.
That's true. She's the only woman on the team now. Our other dispatcher, Caroline, had a baby and left us.
That's kind of rude.
She's still in our group messages though,
She is.
so she's still kind of here with us.
We slander her all the time.
We do not slander her. I guess we
love
do.
her.
We do. Well, yeah.
So here's a question. I just thought of this because he asked football teams. If there's anyone in the office that you would not want to date your brother, who would it be, or your sister?
Oh, I was about to say, damn, that's like four of
There's
us.
only four. That's what I say. That's what I meant to say. Your brother. If there's
That's a
anyone,
good
your
question.
sister.
I'm
I'm
not comfortable answering it just because they're my employees, but
Oh, that was a bad question then. All
I
right.
know Ashley can answer it. I just won't.
Where do I start?
What are you gonna say, me?
No, I wasn't gonna say you. No, you wouldn't want them. Wait, did you say this had something to do with football?
No, Matt's saying if there was one
It wa-
person in the office that you wouldn't want to date your,
Brother or sister? Brother.
yeah, dude, brother. No, dude,
Sister.
sister.
Your sister. Yeah.
Sister.
So you'd pick
Like
a-
they ask
you'd pick a
football
guy.
teams. Have you seen the or sports teams? They asked that question. There's a viral Minnesota Vikings when they did that. They all answered Stephon Diggs. Surprise you.
Yeah, they do it with the football teams.
Oh my god, I feel like I can't say this. Somebody's gonna see this and be like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, don't answer
Yeah,
it.
that's
then.
true.
It.
Somebody
Let's, let's
be
not
exposed
do
in
it.
the podcast. We'll get in trouble. What a crazy question to ask.
It's really not anything like.
Our logistics podcast, Matt wants to do the dating segment, slander my advice.
Dating segment.
Crazy. I give
I'm
good
here
freight
for
advice though.
I'm here for it.
I give better freight advice than any other advice, I think.
Very true.
I was shocked to see how. I don't know if this surprises you, but I was shocked to see how clean Will's house is. Will is a very clean person, very organized.
Well,
It's a little.
Don't try his microwave.
I have not tried your microwave yet. I will have to try that tonight.
yeah, it doesn't work. My old dispatcher broke it actually. So
Do I need to just wiggle this?
yeah, you can just wiggle. It'll come back on.
We gotta have
$2,
the
$2.
logo in the back.
No, I am clean. My house is clean. My office
He
is
is.
clean.
He's pretty clean. He's pretty clean, dude. I will
Clean
give him
person.
that.
Yeah.
But I gotta go get back to business.
All right. Well, we appreciate
Yeah.
you
Thanks
joining
for,
us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate you coming on.
thanks for not slandering me on the live
I'll
stream.
be on the next stream. I'll be looking out for me. I may be sent to the next location. I'm gonna be 2 dogs, 1 pot on the road.
on the
Sounds
road.
On the road.
All
Just
right.
let me know where you want the next podcast. I'll be there.
All right, we'll let you know. All right, so we've met 3 team members at Black Box, 3 characters. Man, that's one thing I will say about our company. I genuinely like everybody here. Usually when you work somewhere in an office, or maybe it's just me, there's maybe like a couple people where you're like, you kind of avoid them. you'll get along well with them. I feel like we've got a great culture. Everybody gets along, wants to see everybody win. I think that goes a long way.
Yeah, everyone I've met has been super nice, super friendly, welcoming. A great team overall. Well, we'll be back on. We'll cut it short today. What do you think?
Cut it short.
But we'll be back on Friday. We're having a CEO of a brokerage on Friday afternoon, so you're going to see us twice this week. Trying to confirm the time, so probably see that announcement later today or tomorrow.
Friday early afternoon, either 1 or 2 Central.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Well, it was fun, and we'll be back. We'll see you guys. Oh, shout out to our sponsors again. Can't forget to do that. Sales CRM, Josh Lyles, Freight Specific. It's kind of cool. I was talking to a guy actually here at your company who's been, at a number of places, and he was saying Sales Dash is just amazing compared to he's been in other places that have used HubSpot, used Salesforce, and just how he really likes Sales Dash.
Yeah, and just to expand on that, that guy's been at some pretty stout companies, Coyote, Covenant. So it's not like he came from a couple mom and pops. He's been around.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Multi-Service Fuel Card, Jessica and Patricia, super sweet ladies, super great company. A lot of people think fuel cards, it is for carriers, but brokerages can brand their fuel cards too. They've been around since 1978. Fantastic company. And yeah, you want to touch on Trio?
Yeah, Trio Inc. They do offshoring in the Philippines. ShipBlbx has a few of their people on our team. They do some track and trace after hours for us. They do a fantastic job. I've worked with a few staffing companies, and man, they're up there. They do just as good a job as anybody. And honestly, the price point's a little bit lower than most other providers. And they do all of our graphics for Two Dogs, so this logo, all that good stuff. Most of the post on Two Dogs is their people, so cannot say enough good things about them. And again, they nicknamed Matt this past weekend. It's Matt Dog now, not Matt Dog. So there you go. And then we've got Black Box Logistics, my company, which we're live from Black Box HQ. We've got HD Ships, Matt's company. If you're looking for an agent role, get in touch with him.
And TAF's.
TAF's our banner sponsor. Somebody said blink if you're being held hostage. Well, awesome. Well, yeah, we'll cut it short today. We'll be back on Friday. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Stay tuned to the pages for any updates, and we'll be back at it.
Yeah, appreciate all you guys for watching, and see you Friday.
All right.